Do you ever get frustrated and tired by the amount of time it takes for us to plan engaging and important math lessons? Do you ever wish we could go back to the days of please open your textbooks to page 54? Today we're going to be doing 2-digit by 2-digit multiplication. It takes time to do what we do and to do it well. I was sharing with Stanley some of my frustrations about math education last weekend, and he said, "Oh, you just made me think of one of the speakers that I attended when we went to the last NCTM. We've talked about this before. It's the National Council of Teachers of Mathematics, and we try to attend every time it's in California because it's really where we learn so much from so many fantastic people. Joe Bowler is there and many others. But I said, why are you just telling me about him now? And he said, I just forgot about him, and you're triggering it in my memory. And he showed me the video, or he gave me the video to watch, and it was called Math Education is Broken. Stanley would argue that it's not broken, that it's just irrelevant. I would argue that it's broken and irrelevant. Kaplinsky did a study in 2019 on how students in 4th grade and 8th grade felt about math. And in 4th grade, 38% liked math very much, 35% somewhat, and 27% did not like math. You'll have to just be accepting of my very primitive visual aids. Now, 8th grade, and I already made one mistake. You'll see it right away, but it's okay. I'm analyzing and interpreting data. Like very much went from 38% to 17%, and I realized as soon as I looked at it when it was done that this should be at the halfway mark. This should be way down here. Half the students liked it anymore in math in 8th grade. Somewhat stayed about the same, 35 to 37%. But do not like math, also very different. Look, from 27% to 45%. And I would guess this is representative of your classroom too. I know it is of mine, and it is of our country. I don't know about the world. But, you know, when Stanley was teaching high school and college math and people would say, what do you do for a living? He said, I'm a math teacher. And most often it would be, oh, I hated math. Oh, I'm terrible at math. And, you know, that's just, it's kind of a thing in our country. Kaplinsky went on to survey employers and asked them, what are you looking for in an employee? And 21% said they are really looking for critical thinkers. And then these 3 columns were all very similar. I just didn't write it down, sorry. But it was real world applications, analyzing and interpreting data, and complex problem solving. Only 8% said they were looking for working with numbers. Stanley has a very funny story that I love to hear him tell about a real world problem, and I've invited our guest speaker, our guest feature, to come and share that story now. Hello, Stanley.
Hi, how's it going?
Great.
Okay, so yeah, I work in the school of pharmacy, and I have a friend who teaches a course called Pharmacy Calculations. I'm sorry, I have to look down at my notes. I'm just getting old and I just can't remember everything.
You're not getting old.
So he has an exam question that says, if 3 tablets contain 975 milligrams of aspirin, how many tablets should contain 3,900 milligrams? Well, he normally gets 2 answers. The first answer is 12 tablets.
That sounds good.
Yeah, but the second answer he gets is 1,267,500 tablets. You've got to think critically. I mean, how large is that bottle to hold 1.267 million tablets?
Are they thinking place value? Like, do they see the commas? I don't know.
They're just not thinking critically.
Not thinking about it. What we do is important, and how we do it is important. I'm going to be working on some critical thinking this week. This just inspired me to go do that very first Peter Liljedahl activity. It is a all the way up activity. I've made a video on it. It's called Celebrity Travel Planning. I bet Wonderful Stanley will link that for you, and you can use it in all the grades. And if you don't feel that it's challenging enough, you can ask your students, here's the problem, how can you make it more challenging? And I guarantee they will do it. They will love it, and it teaches thinking. We can do this one day at a time.